Welcome to the DinoPlanet ride. Please stay on the time machine platform while the ride progresses from one exhibit to the next. If you ever want to take a moment to explore one of these amazing creatures' exhibits, feel free to leave the time machine. The ride will wait for you to return and press play before we progress to the next exhibit. About 530 million years ago, the first animal, likely a centipede-like insect, started exploring. The world above the oceans. Insects were far ahead of the curve. It took another 100 million years for the first plants to take root in the surface world. Insects likely even managed to take flight before vertebrates would even leave the waves, between 409 to 360 million years ago. But then, at last, our ancestral vertebrate emerged from the ocean, about 370 million years ago. These vertebrates likely started as mudskipper-like semi-terrestrial fish, and eventually would lead to amphibians. Several types of animals have existed in recognizable form from a time before the dinosaurs and into modern times. A few of these ancient animals are lizards, dragonflies and scorpions. Welcome to Texas 280 million years ago. The Dimetrodon is actually a mammal-like reptile that predates the dinosaurs. It lived during the early Permian period, 295 to 272 million years ago. Its fossils have been found in North America and recently Germany. Its size ranged from 5.5 feet to 15 feet long, and it weighed between 62 and 551 pounds. Dimetrodon was a carnivore and likely fed mostly on fish and tetrapods. The Dimetrodon is actually a mammal-like reptile that predates the dinosaurs. It lived during the early Permian period, 295 to 272. During the Triassic period, life on land really began to diversify. During most of the period's 50 million year tenure, reptiles ruled the land. The earliest mammals appeared, and of course the first primitive dinosaurs arrived. A dinosaur's legs were positioned underneath them, an adaptation that would lead to the dinosaur's dominance over the land, allowing for improved agility, as well as providing the support for the epic weight of the giants yet to come. Welcome to England, 155 million years ago. Here is the Stegosaurus, which lived primarily in North America during the late Jurassic period, approximately 150 to 155 million years ago. This particular dinosaur was the largest of the family of armored dinosaurs known as Stegosaurids, and was about 23 to 30 feet in length, 9 feet tall, and about 6,800 pounds. This herbivore ate mostly low-lying bushes and shrubs, such as ferns, mosses, fruits and conifers. Here is the Stegosaurus, which lived primarily in North America during the late Jurassic period, approximately 150 to 155 million years ago. Stegosaurus fossils have been found in very large ranges, including Europe and Western America. This ability for the species to spread was made possible due to most of Earth's land still being connected during the Jurassic period. While the Stegosaurus genus was some of the first massive dinosaurs, they too would soon be towered over. Welcome to Colorado, 153 million years ago. Believe it or not, the research suggests that the Brachiosaurus was actually warm-blooded. Did you know that over 40 distinct sauropod species have been identified? Tyrannosaurus and Argentinosaurus were among the largest sauropods, and were estimated to have weighed as much as 10 to 15 bull African elephants. By the late Cretaceous, sauropods would shrink, and the dwarf sauropod Meganosaurus would be Archaeopteryx is considered a missing link between dinosaurs and birds. Archaeopteryx is a genus of bird-like dinosaur that lived between 151 and 149 million years ago, during the late Jurassic period in Germany. It was approximately 2 feet long and resembled modern ground-dwelling birds. However, Archaeopteryx had a more dinosaur-like jaw than the beak-like jaw of modern birds. It's estimated this dinosaur weighed about 2 pounds. Archaeopteryx was also a carnivore and likely ate small reptiles, mammals or insects. Archaeopteryx is considered a missing link between dinosaurs and birds. Several types of animals have existed in recognizable forms from a time before the dinosaurs and into modern times. A few of these ancient animals are lizards, dragonflies and scorpions. Welcome to England, 155 million years ago. The Stegosaurus is known for having an incredibly small brain. It's been described as the size of a walnut. This is the Brachiosaurus, discovered in the Morrison Formation in North America. It lived 155 to 150 million years ago, during the mid and late Jurassic period. Scientists recently estimated conifers and large cycads. Archaeopteryx is a genus of bird-like dinosaur that lived between 151 and 149 million years ago, during the late Jurassic period in Germany. Resembled modern ground-dwelling birds. However, Archaeopteryx had a more beak-like jaw of modern birds. It's estimated this dinosaur weighed about 2 pounds. Archaeopteryx was also a carnivore and likely ate small reptiles, mammals or insects. Archaeopteryx is considered to be a cousin of the modern bird. Archaeopteryx is considered to be a cousin of the modern bird. The name Sarcosuchus roughly translates to flesh crocodile. You may also know it as supercroc. Welcome to the Sahara Desert, 130 million years ago. Different than you'd expect. The name Sarcosuchus roughly translates to flesh crocodile. You may also know it as supercroc. The name Sarcosuchus roughly translates to flesh crocodile. You may also know it as supercroc. Did you know the Electrosaurus is related to the Tyrannosaurus rex? What a family reunion that would be! The name Electrosaurus is translated to unmarried lizard. Poor bloke. The Centrosaurus roamed North America during the late Cretaceous period, nearly 76 million years ago. Typically, this dinosaur was 20 feet long and weighed about 2,200 pounds. Centrosaurus is recognized dieted on tougher plants. Did you know scientists hypothesize that the Centrosaurus traveled in packs? Did you know the Parasaurolophus walked as both a biped and quadruped? Welcome to New Mexico 74 million years ago. The crest on the Parasaurolophus's head is actually hollow and structured a lot like a woodwind instrument on the inside. If Carnotaurus wasn't frightening enough, its name translates to meat-eating bull. Welcome to Argentina 72 million years ago. Did you know only one skeleton of the Carnotaurus has ever been found? Did you know only one skeleton of the Carnotaurus has ever been found? Did you know only one skeleton of the Carnotaurus has ever been found? If Carnotaurus wasn't frightening enough, its name translates to meat-eating bull. The top speed of the Ankylosaurus was only about 6 miles per hour, due to its incredibly heavy and short build. This is the Ankylosaurus. It lived 66 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period in the western United States and Alberta, Canada. It's a massive armoured dinosaur, measuring a little over 20 feet long and 5.5 feet tall, and weighed almost 4.5 tons. The rugged Ankylosaurus has a thick cover of bony plates and spikes for protection, and a clubbed tail. This dinosaur was a herbivore and typically ate small, low-lying plants. The Triceratops is about the size of the African elephant. The Triceratops is about the size of the African elephant. The Triceratops is about the size of the African elephant. The Triceratops is about the size of the African elephant. Tyrannosaurus rex needs no introduction. It roamed during the late Cretaceous period, approximately 68 to 65 million years ago, in western North America. T-Rex grew up to 40 feet in length and 20 feet tons. This carnivore was likely at the top of its food chain, eating hadrosaurs and ceratopsids. Tyrannosaurus rex might have the most powerful bite of any land animal currently known. Teeth marks found on the T-Rex fossils suggest that Tyrannosaurus rex might even have eaten other T-Rexes. Teeth marks found on the T-Rex fossils suggest that Tyrannosaurus rex might even have eaten other T-Rexes. Several types of animals have existed in recognizable forms from a time before the dinosaurs and into modern times. A few of these ancient animals are lizards, dragonflies and scorpions. Well, I think I may have gone a little too far back. But you know what? Life did start in the ocean, so this works. Teeth marks found on the T-Rex fossils suggest that Tyrannosaurus rex might even have eaten other T-Rexes. Several types of animals have existed in recognizable forms from a time before the dinosaurs and into modern times. A few of these ancient animals are lizards, dragonflies and scorpions. The Stegosaurus is known for having an incredibly small brain. It's been described as the size of a walnut. Welcome to England 155 million years ago. The Stegosaurus is known for having an incredibly small brain. It's been described as the size of a walnut. Welcome to Colorado 153 million years ago. This is the Brachiosaurus, discovered in the Morrison Formation in North America. It lived 155 to 150 million years ago, during the mid and late Jurassic period. Scientists recently estimated the Brachiosaurus was 85 feet in length, 40 to 50 feet tall, and about 25 tons. Its long neck allowed this herbivore to commonly feed on plants over nearly 16 feet high, such as ginkgos, conifers, and large cycads. Archaeopteryx is considered to be a cousin of the modern bird. This beast is twice as long as the modern saltwater crocodile. Welcome to the Sahara Desert, 130 million years ago. Different than you'd expect, huh? This familiar-looking crocodiliform is the Sarcosuchus. It lived 112 million years ago during the early Cretaceous period in Africa and South America. Sarcosuchus weighed nearly 9 tons and typically was 36 to 40 feet long. This carnivore ate larger prey, including regional dinosaurs and fish. The name Electrosaurus is translated to unmarried lizard. Poor bloke. Did you know the Electrosaurus is related to the Tyrannosaurus rex? What a family reunion that would be. Did you know the Electrosaurus is related to the Tyrannosaurus rex? What a family reunion that would be. Did you know scientists hypothesize that the Centrosaurus travelled in packs? Welcome to Alberta, Canada, 76 million years ago. The name Centrosaurus translates to pointed lizard. The name actually refers to the small horns on the frill, rather than the large horn on the nose. Did you know the Parasaurolophus walked as both a biped and quadruped? Welcome to New Mexico, 74 million years ago. This is a Parasaurolophus from the late Cretaceous period 76 to 66 million years ago in the North American region. It's 31 feet in length and weighs almost 3 tons. The Parasaurolophus is widely recognized by the large cranial crest on the back of its skull. This dinosaur is a herbivore, dieting on tree leaves and pine needles. Did you know only one skeleton of the Carnotaurus has ever been found? This is the Ankylosaurus. It lived 66 million years ago during the late Cretaceous period in the western United States and Alberta, Canada. It's a massive armoured dinosaur, measuring a little over 20 feet long and 5.5 feet tall, and weighed almost 4.5 tons. The rugged Ankylosaurus has a thick cover of bony plates and spikes for protection, and a club tail. This dinosaur was a herbivore and typically ate small, low-lying plants. Scientists have yet to unearth a complete skeleton of the Ankylosaurus. The top speed of the Ankylosaurus was only about 6 miles per hour, due to its incredibly heavy and short build. Triceratops roamed the Earth during the end of the Cretaceous period, about 67 to 65 million years ago in North America. This dinosaur could grow up to 30 feet in length and 9.5 feet tall, and typically weighed over 11,000 pounds. The Triceratops was a herbivore, feeding on mostly shrubs and other plants, including ferns, cycads and palms. The characteristic horns and frill on this dinosaur's head were likely used in combat and for defense against other dinosaurs, such as the T-Rex, Triceratops' main predator. The Triceratops is about the size of the African elephant. The Tyrannosaurus rex might have the most powerful bite of any land animal currently known. The Tyrannosaurus rex might have the most powerful bite of any land